Towering above the city streets, where the air is thin and the stakes are high, a unique legacy lives on. The Mohawk people, renowned as the Ironworkers of the sky, have shaped some of the world's most iconic skylines. In today's episode, we explore the story of the Mohawk Tribe, their roots, and their remarkable journey into the world of high steel construction. The Mohawk, or Kanien'keha, are one of the Haudenosaunee nations, historically inhabiting the area along the St. Lawrence River and in parts of what are now New York, Ontario, and Quebec. Known as the people of the Flint, the Mohawk have a proud heritage as fierce warriors, skilled diplomats, and defenders of their land and traditions. For centuries, the Mohawk people have been skilled in various trades, including agriculture, crafting, and hunting. But by the early 20th century, their talents took them to new heights. Quite literally, into the dangerous, thrilling world of high steel construction. In the early 1900s, an unusual opportunity arose. The demand for skyscrapers in cities like New York required brave and skilled ironworkers willing to work hundreds of feet above the ground. The Mohawk were recruited for this dangerous work, having already proven themselves fearless and agile. Soon, they became some of the most sought-after ironworkers in the country. With little more than their hands and balance, the Mohawk worked on the skeletons of buildings that would become landmarks in American cities. Their natural fearlessness and physical balance made them ideal for high steel work, and they quickly earned the reputation of being some of the most skilled ironworkers in the industry. From the Empire State Building to the World Trade Center, Mohawk ironworkers have left their mark on the most iconic skyscrapers in America. But with the honor came sacrifice, as many lives were lost on the job. The work was dangerous, with no harnesses, safety nets, or protective gear. Falls and accidents were common, and every ironworker knew the risks. The bravery of these ironworkers is remembered not only through the buildings they helped raise but also in the stories passed down within families. For the Mohawk, this work was more than a job. It was a tradition, a rite of passage, and a way to provide for their communities. While many Mohawk men traveled to cities like New York for work, they maintained strong ties with their communities, primarily based in Akwesasne and Conococheague. These reservations were home, and the Mohawk found strength in their culture, their families, and their traditions. When the men left for ironwork, the community supported each other, creating a network of resilience that carried them through challenging times. The women of the Mohawk community played an essential role, often managing the day-to-day life at home and keeping the cultural spirit alive. Their contributions were critical in preserving the Mohawk identity and nurturing future generations of ironworkers. In the 1970s, Mohawk ironworkers played a key role in constructing the original World Trade Center towers. Their work was a point of pride, symbolizing the Mohawks' contributions to America's architectural achievements. However, on September 11, 2001, tragedy struck, and the towers they had helped build were reduced to rubble. After the tragedy of 9/11, Mohawk ironworkers were among the first to volunteer in recovery efforts. Despite the pain of seeing their work destroyed, they returned to ground zero, driven by a sense of duty to help rebuild and honor those lost. The World Trade Center was not only a symbol of national pride, but also a testament to their craft and courage. Today, Mohawk ironworkers continue their legacy in high steel construction, blending tradition with modern techniques and safety standards. Younger generations of Mohawks are embracing the craft, building on the courage and skills of their ancestors while honoring the legacy of those who came before them. To the Mohawk people, ironworking is more than just a career. It's a heritage passed down through generations. Every beam they lay, every building they complete is a tribute to their resilience, unity, and strength. The Mohawk Tribe, Ironworkers of the Sky, have built more than just skyscrapers. They've built a legacy of bravery, resilience, and dedication, rising high above the cityscape and into history. Their story is written in steel, and it soars across the sky,